That was Princess Peach?
Yeah, that's why Mario took it back.
Alright, so this level in particular is actually a little nasty to first-timers. Welcome to the mansion.
Woo! And we got watermelon ghost heads!
So the gimmick behind this one is that this is the most labyrinthine level in the game. Not only that, the key you need to find to beat the level is locked under the clock.
So
Locked
how
under
do we?
the clock?
So how do we set up the clocks to work properly?
What the hell kind of face is that on the wall, by the way?
That one clock looks so grumpy. He's like, I don't like being next to this guy.
This guy disturbs me. He doesn't put on deodorant in the morning.
He's like, I know.
So that clock?
So yeah, these you'll be coming across grandfather clocks like these all across the level. Thing is, however, when 1 minute on the in-game timer goes off, then the grandfather clocks will, well, go off themselves.
Cuckoo, right.
And usually a random bird-like enemy will pop up and spit out egg bombs. One of the clocks will have the key.
Oh.
Someone's gonna throw this out there right now and say,
Fanto?
oh hey Fanto.
What the fuck's he doing here? Oh god, he's creepy!
Oh, he's big!
I was like, what is he doing here? I needed the money to pay for my child's tuition.
Well, that's
Oh,
that's
so
that's
this is
honestly
where
rather-
Delta and Super Boss came from.
So that's actually rather admirable of you. But I was gonna say the whole that clock puzzle then seems like kind of a dick move for people who are trying to beat this, because that means you realistically only get 19 attempts to check out these clocks by the time you figure out what the solution is.
For what it's worth, though, I will say it's actually once you figure out the puzzle, it's actually not too bad. The one thing that you have to worry about is that the key we're looking, like most rooms will find a grandfather clock, you'll either only find 1 or 2 of them. The one that has the key of them is a room that has 3 grandfather clocks.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
so weird.
so in the room with a lot of clocks.
How do you figure out which clock is the right one?
Again, just get into that room with all the clocks, just stand there, and they'll all go off at the same time, grab the key, run.
It is unfortunately one of those cases where the 20-minute timer might not seem as generous as it may seem.
Well, yeah, 'cause again, you only get 19 attempts if you're in the right room at the right time. Also, hype. Someone just shared this with me. You don't have to put. You don't have to put this in.
Ooh!
You don't have to put this in, James. But the horse.
The horse
looks
with
like
the white in its eyes.
My horse!
But hype. I'll post it in a recording chat. Sorry to the conversation you're having with Sealy, but why did Mega Man like outright shoot Wily at one point? Like
Because he got sick and tired of Wily's shit, that's why.
At
The
one point, it
thing
looks like...
I'm going to...
Go ahead.
The thing I'm going to assume is that because, like... Because Wily's talking about how, like, a robot can't shoot a human. My guess is that that's not the real Wily.
Oh, because he was... Oh, there was like a robot. Oh, I see.
Wait, are we talking about the Mega Man 7 ending?
No,
no, he's
there's
talking
a
about
here's- right off the bat. Nice.
Lucky timing!
Okay, so I was wrong. It's not every minute, it's every 30 seconds.
Okay, so that's actually... Okay, that's more generous then. Okay.
But yeah, just to give you context,
Always.
James,
Okay, I think I see the solution. The clock is ticking backwards.
But anyway, to give you
Oh, yeah, I
context...
see. Oh, I see what Ziki's saying. Yeah, it was the one clock that was different. Oh, good eye.
Anyway, but to give James context as to what Logan was showing me, apparently there is a page from this Mega Man manga, I don't know if it's official or not, that pretty much shows Mega Man up and shooting Wily in the eye.
Just straight up through the head. But I agree with you in that actually would have been a neat twist.
How...
But
I should
hear me
ask,
out. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, like, how's the overall quality of the manga?
Well, again,
Those
just
are the
going
color?
off this page...
Decent art style, decent quality.
Is Satoshi Ariga illustrating it?
Go ahead, hype, and I'll look into that.
It might be Gigamix, because the details on his armor do look like the way that he's drawn in Gigamix.
I'll look that up. But meanwhile, while I'm looking that up, and I agree, and I think I see what you're saying, hype. I agree with you because that also would explain why in the immediate following panel, Mega Man looks just as confused / surprised that he was actually able to shoot Wily. I agree that maybe what happened was some internal system in him knew that he wasn't actually aiming at a human and that it was just another one of his dummy little jack-in-the-box head guys.
So if I could ask, what are those watermelon?
Wario, Wario,
things?
dude, this thing has a spiked top head. You shouldn't be holding him like that.
He's holding him around the spike.
Go ahead, Icky.
Oh, what are those pineapple watermelon enemies? The
Hey,
best
that's
by
Max
the
here.
way. Like that thing right there.
I think those are supposed to be like traditional Japanese masks, like the ones in Mario Land 2 that have like the big, dopey Muppet-looking mouths.
Are you sure?
That's what they remind me of.
Anyways, welcome back, Sealy.
Oh, by the way, if you need a briefer on what you missed, sis, we just beat the second boss, and Waluigi told Wario to go to church.
It got a little weird. Also, yeah, I guess that's the first time you're hearing that too. Yeah, that it got weird. And...
You say weird, I say hilarious.
All right, Sealy.
Yeah, it's freezing in here.
Goodness.
Oh, so, I'm sure you all remember the final boss of Wario Land Super Mario Land 3. That was literally just a game of tossing the bottle.
Yes.
This little grumpy-looking pot here is more or less a callback to that. If you manage to get him upright, he'll give you a Bitcoin. And he looks so happy.
He does look happy. Let's not do this, though, because I don't want to watch Wario play bottle flip for 15 minutes.
I'm curious, what did Waluigi say to Wario?
He just straight up just... There was a lot going into it. Wario was sorely confused on the Garden of Eden, and Waluigi was embarrassed to be near him, so he told him off to tell him to go read a Bible, while Wario walked dejected away, and it's just... All this played out in my head. I was like, this doesn't work. This shouldn't be the thing. Get out of here, Beaver.
So, Sealy, since you're back in Naval Body, why don't you tell me which bat I should touch next?
I'm gonna get a drink, so be right back.
Okay, first one.
Oh!
Damn it!
I still hate you.
Oh yeah, fun fact, those are all cat bats.
Oh, they're miniature cat bats?
If you're playing the heart minigame, you'll see them from the side, and they have cattails.
Oh! I was thinking, it's like, hey, they kind of look like
Oh my god!
I've never seen that many before.
Me neither.
kind of look like a Meowth.
So, yeah, at the beginning of this session, you're gonna hear the difference of me being too tired to function, and then me getting like a 45-minute nap, and now how I...
Oh, dude, micronaps are so fucking good.
Actually, you know what? Since we're already this far in, why don't I go ahead and show you guys the heart minigame for at least one quick spin?
I don't have the heart for this, James,
Oh,
man.
wait.
Oops.
I don't have enough money.
Crawling backwards.
Never mind.
That's when I realized I broke.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You smartass.
And look at all the loot I pillaged while you were gone.
Lootin' hootin' tootin'.
I got the horsey.
Horsey.
And Adam's apple.
Yeah, that apple was the crux of the whole go to church thing.
And ask God to forgive you.
I was about to say, Logan was right, it was just read a Bible instead of go to church. I don't know why I said that.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing.
But Wario never learned how to read.
Unfortunately, Wario never
Wario can't read.
I want to ask, are there people in the world whose favorite book is the Bible?
I'm sure there are plenty of people that think that way.
By mathematical probability, considering, like, the total populace of the world, there's a good chance that there's at least one person on the planet that does.
I mean, granted, it does sound like as dumb of a question of, like, whose favorite song on their iPod is the Star Spangled Banner?
The iPod of stars.
I mean, I would be surprised if there were a few people.
Awarika, Awarika.
Wait, I thought we called it Wamerica.
Wamanica!
Ah!
Oops.
Damn it!
At this point, we don't deserve Wario for president.
Wait, what?
We've already screwed ourselves too far.
That was my punishment for forgetting the glory of America.
I do believe that was, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that was my very first death in the game.
Ooh.
Yeah. You don't. If you don't be careful, you're gonna get a second.
And then what?
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to bring this up now, but I'm kind of curious out of all the female voice actors here who could pull off the best Wario.
Probably Jordan.
We could see, Sealy surprised me that one time she did Wario in our Wario Land 1 thing.
I mean, you kind of gotta dig deep into, like, the back of your nose.
My ears are still recovering for that, by the way.
Wait, what did I sound like?
Wow!
Wow! Say, just going off. Well, I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that. I think between the three of them, I think Jordan has an easier time hitting the lower registers compared to Allie and Sealy.
I don't know. Allie's voice is naturally deep. I thought she would have more like.
Well, yes, but I don't.
I don't know. I thought she was deep. Is she deeper than me or more high pitched than me?
A little deeper. there's a certain vernacular that she has that's a little tricky to explain.
It's called she's older.
That's
It's called age.
And also, part of the reason why I was tempted to not include Allie at first is because between the two of them, Jordan's also much more dedicated to voice acting.
Wait a minute. Richard
Excuse
Horvitz is
me?
older than all of us, and have you heard his fucking range?
That's fair.
Oh.
No, I meant
sorry.
between Jordan and... Yeah, I was about to say, I meant between Jordan and Allie, she is.
I was gonna say, bro.
That's the thing.
But man, he can hit those high notes.
That's the first time I feel like that's the first time like I've actually heard Celia just completely like ignobly just be like, bro.
The sheer absurdity of this chat.
I'm sorry.
Also, be careful, James. You don't got the flying dragon just yet.
Like I said, my personality greatly differentiates between when I'm tired and can barely function and to when I've had a good nap.
Oh, the bro-manatees.
I'm sorry, baby sister.
So I may have mentioned it before, but this... Actually, no, I haven't mentioned it before, but this particular level looks kind of boring.
Well, this one, like, it looks very samey. Like, it's just very... I will say, though, actually throwing out there, the fire animation in that room actually looked pretty okay. Like, this looks like pretty
just
smooth
moving
fire
from left to
animation.
right.
Jeez.
I just...
No,
Sorry,
yeah,
like...
yeah, it's just a side scroller at the moment.
But I did like that when Gems was trying to do the ground pound with the fire hat, instead of like doing like a traditional ground pound,
the
it
clay
just
doll.
looks like he was just...
The dog.
When he was trying to do the ground pound but can't, he just looks like he's flopping like a fish.
Yeah, I was about to say, do the flop flop, do the flop.
Got you! I got
do
you!
the sponge, I mean.
It doesn't work here, sorry.
The Wario.
I don't know, it just felt like got you like a fish would work with Mario.
I can see that.
If you'd like to fax
Honestly-
me, press the start key.
Man, I'm already wondering how are you going to be able to keep all this up when we do the second run.
Yeah, I don't...
Well, I mean,
don't
it'll
put
be
it past
first.
Oh, shit.
Well, that and don't forget, it's gonna no matter what, it's gonna be a fast
Oh
run.
hey,
You're
we
not
can
gonna be
build up
worried
a
about all
shine
the
spark
points.
and go through the rest of the level.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could shine spark.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a hallway, you shouldn't have many
Well,
problems.
no, I feel like Wario could shine spark. He just has to charge off his waft.
No, he just has to charge up his arms. Anchor arm.
I can make something shine spark, but the game wouldn't be able to keep its rating.
Then again, he kind of
saying,
could.
like, I'm just saying, like, just fully charges down special, but instead of going upward, he controls where he goes. Isn't that kind of like a shine spark? But
Oh,
You're
so
making
like
me-
rocket propulsion.
You're making me think of the. You're making me think
Whee!
of. You're making me. I was say you're making me think of the.
Keep throwing me.
Come on!
Do it again!
yeah, what's up, Logan?
You're making me think of the free flying mechanic of Celeste, and I don't want to imagine Wario in an emotional moment like Celeste.
Sorry guys, my internet actually it actually went funk for about a minute.
It's okay.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
your audio,
The
your
same
audio,
thing's happened to me
recording
yesterday,
yeah,
actually.
your audio would be
No.
unhindered. You're fine. The key.
Actually, pro tip real quick. Notice how I'm jumping. Notice how I'm jumping while not holding down the run button.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, and while they're there, hold down the run button.
Oh.
You can directly control the speed of your aerial movement, even in the air.
That actually would be pretty. That could be actually really interesting for precision platforming to like really get another. I wonder if we need fire here.
I love the look on his face there at first, where he's like,
Come on, break open.
I love how Wario flexes his bicep like, you wanna see these?
He's got anchor arms.
You want a piece of this, girlfriend? Ah!
Oh!
Never mind.
Just like every tough guy to bar, it is quickly diffused.
His
love
biscuits
it.
are burning. Wink.
And he's bad Wario Brown. Baddest man in the whole damn town.
In the
Steve,
damn
you know what I came
town.
across the other day?
What's that?
Since it's quickly coming up to that time of year. Santa baby.
"Oh, you found my old cover of it."
Yes.
To be fair, I've already been seeing like Christmas decorations as early as
They are
the
quick
end of
to
August.
it. They are
You
quick.
know
to
what?
It.
You know what? Fuck it. I know Wiki's here at the moment, but
No, don't!
We need more loot.
You fool!
Do it again.
Nice.
That was illegitimate, I say.
And again.
Again.
I've come to bargain.
Just
And again. Oh wait.
Oh, hang on. Let me try again.
I will fundamentally, I will financially destroy you, fat man.
damn,
Dormammu.
icky. 2021, I will financially destroy
James's
you,
laugh is
fat man.
contagious.
I defy you, fat man.
Honestly, I'm trying to think of, like, if there's a single one of us, like, when you push us hard enough, I feel like there isn't one of us that doesn't have a contagious laugh.
I defy you, fat man!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You dare to cheat in our underground land?
Ew, shit out of his ear now.
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed that when I listen back to previous recordings, when I hear James or Logan laugh, that's when I'm affected.
So when
You
you
know,
be
this
careful,
boss is really stupid. He's just farting shit out of his ears. He could just
I
keep
don't hear
doing
you
that.
laugh
He
that
doesn't have to
often.
ground pound you.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, well, I showed you a way out.
Oh yeah.
And there he goes.
And hype in that moment was just, that was great. Anywho.
Alright, so this boss right here is kind of unorthodox. It has a very generic name.
Okay, maybe Steve's laugh is contagious. Let me correct myself. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Nah, you're fine.
What-
I was,
so what-
Whoa!
I was,
Whoa!
for the record, I was half joking when I
Yeesh.
said that.
Yeah.
It's a
I think, you're right.
tank.
I think you're right. I think everyone's laugh is contagious.
So what's this guy called again?
The Tankin' Operator. That's really all there is
Oh
to
my
it.
god, that reminds me of that pumpkin boss from Oracle of Ages.
Maybe. I will say, otherwise, we need to be careful because this is actually already our penultimate, like, boss.
That reminds me, when should we get around to recording those?
I actually don't know.
In due time, I guess. Anyway, my favorite time of the day. Money, 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 money.
Actually, so far,
I don't know what.
so
I
far the
don't know
coin
what
spawn's
my
been
mouth
pretty
is
good.
doing.
We haven't missed any
Yeah.
just yet.
But
Hold
yeah,
on,
just-
I'm just looking at the pumpkin boss because I needed to remind myself.
Yeah, an Oracle of Ages or Seasons?
Ages.
but
It's been a while
if I-
since I actually played that one. So.
If I can go back to the previous conversation real quick, like you say James and Logan's laughs, and I'm not going to disagree with you on that. My personal opinion, I feel like you and Jordan probably have the most infectious laughs.
Honestly, sometimes I still get taken aback by Iggy's laughs, like, you know, horsefly.
When I'm really like really
Stunts.
heavily amused,
I
I tend
remember
to
when
laugh
people
like
used to
really
get taken
loudly.
aback by my laugh.
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
know
I
if
think
people
I-
still do.
When they
No.
get stunned,
I don't
love
know if
that.
they ever did.
I'm trying to think.
Or
When,
Shax.
when Matt gets like super like laughy, that's always also fun to just see him go like,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Matt's laugh. I like his laugh too.
Oh. Meaner.
I
We're
remember.
all...
I remember when I first actually started laughing in front of people, and
It ain't worth it.
I kept saying,
Okay.
"Sorry for laughing, I'm annoying," and then they're like, "No, you're adorable," and I'm like,
why is your laugh?
adorable?
Goodness, I know people with annoying laughs. Yours is not them, and oh my gosh, we're already
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
on the last
It's-
level.
Last
Logan.
level. And, by the way, Last Treasure is wedged deep in there. Problem is, I'm so small, I can't even reach it.
And even though we're big, we can't be asked enough to get it, so we're not gonna get
Wait,
it.
in that door above the elevator?
Yep.
Yes. We need to be either Bull Wario, Sea Dragon Wario, or King Dragon Wario in
Also,
order to break it.
what was that sound you just made, Seely?
You went like,
That whole ugh.
Just charge!
all
It's
right.
it's the sound of disgust.
The sounds of progress.
Who made you
Actually,
king of the planet?
There's kind of a weird backstory behind
Ow.
that sound.
Wah.
Whenever I was a kid, whenever my dad would put, or no, it was my best friend.
Okay, you can go back and get the treasure.
It was my
As long as you don't hit any spikes.
It was my best friend who first started doing this when I was a kid. I think we were like
Oh.
Never mind.
we might have been 6 or 7 at the time.
Uh-huh.
And when we would have sleepovers, she would just kind of like, you know, kind of jump and land on the bed like how kids kind of typically do, and she would go good night, and then my dad for some.
Actually, real quick, Seely, before we go further with that story, this is where the last treasure is stored.
A pen.
A ballpoint pen.
Wait a minute. There's no ink in that ballpoint pen. It's useless.
Right.
Okay.
Remember what I'm doing this run for, folks.
Right, again, we're doing this for coins, not for the treasures, because then Because then technically we would get a pretty good ending because we definitely I think beat this in under 2 hours.
Yeah, I could technically get one of the better endings of the game if I wanted to, but there are technically 2 types of endings you can get in this game. I want to show up the first one for the first run. Then for the second run, I'll get the quote-unquote best ending.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, that's where originated from, was the goodnight,
That's fair.
That kind of sounds like how I would operate.
You can't go that way, you gotta go
Wario,
face the
stop
egg.
that. You can't go in butt first. It's against the law.
I think one that me and Logan still love is we were watching the bloopers for the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes.
And Gonzo was like having his grappling hook, swinging
like,
around. Yes!
Do it.
And he accidentally hooks himself with it and just goes, oh.
He like lets out a death cry, like just as it just brained him, just and just.
Oh yeah, actually, real quick, if you didn't already have a power up by this point, you do need to go this way for progress. So if you didn't already have a power up, tough shit.
Damn.
Aww.
That's hurtful.
These Beepots are really weird looking.
Whoa.
Yeah, they really are, and they're probably one of the more destructive enemies in this game. And if you haven't already noticed, ladies and gentlemen, this level is way too fucking busy with details.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is.
No kidding!
Well, this is the part where it would have been easier if everything had the same, like, saturation changes and... Where'd the music go?
Or, you know,
Where's
if
the music
there
gone?
was, if there were just, like, an actual color palette to everything other than just
someone
black
dig-
and white.
It's like,
Did someone murder the musicians?
Before
Not
I
Totaka, son! I will avenge you, my brother!
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
there we go.
I thought...
But yes, the soundtrack was done by Kazumi Totaka.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
And yes, you can find a song in here if you wait long enough in the end screen.
Wait, really?
Nice. Good old
Yep,
Tataka
I want to see
song.
that.
Also, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Is like, yeah, no, I don't know. I was enjoying our gag of somebody murdered the composer before I could.
wait, why would Wario want to murder him?
Because he hasn't paid me royalties.
Because he hasn't made my theme tune yet.
And he keeps giving away my position in the heists whenever he blasts that music. We got it.
Okay.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we more or less have to go, but we have to do that all over again.
Oh, because the way out is in the door in the upper left of that back area.
Yes.
But I'm just imagining it's like,
I don't want to watch it.
I don't
But
want
it's
Don't
like,
worry, it's not gonna take too long to get there.
but I'm just imagining like it's like
He always gives away my position. Every time I try to tiptoe, there he is behind me with the xylophone.
a xylophone,
I wonder if he actually does play a xylophone.
not a trombone.
How would he play a xylophone on a trombone?
No,
he means in place of the xylophone.
yeah.
Oh.
I just say that because when I say
Oh,
xylophone, I'm
ow.
thinking like doot 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 doot.
Oh, jeez, that must sucked.
So what does the eagle hat do?
Fly.
Fly.
It pretty much turns us into Eagle Warrior, which lets us fly.
Oh.
And
now we got Dragon Wario again.
Completely random.
What's
What's
that?
that?
I'm not sure if you guys had these in elementary school, but like music classes, just like the music classes for kids, they would have
Right.
these like wooden marimba or glockenspiels for you to play on.
Yeah.
The glockenspiel.
The glockenspiels are the ones with the steel.
Yeah, we remember that. 'Cause that's how we got Glockenspiel.
Yeah, that's right.
I really liked playing glockenspiel more than marimbas.
So, wow, I did not get a lot of money on that level. Let's see if we can quadruple that.
Also, I just noticed that. Oh, there he is.
So I have 3 chances left. You guys are gonna be my luck charm.
Don't put pressure on me!
Seely, ladies first.
Immediately just Seely. Don't mess with me! Okay, we'll come up with something, Seely.
Fourth!
My left.
No,
he said
her
fourth.
right. Ah.
Every time.
I still get you.
Yep.
I mean, you have a 25% chance of getting the right one, so...
Iki, you're up next.
I'm going to vote the fourth one.
What was that?
The fourth one.
Okay.
4th again? Okay.
It was
Damn
2
It
again.
was the second one again.
All right, Hype. You're one of the bigger Wah men of all of us. What will be my final pick?
The first one.
No, you should totally go for the fourth
It
one.
was the second one again!
Oh my god!
And I hate You, Mr. Rutherford, I hate you most of all.
I don't.
Like, dude, we showed you the correct answer in the same place
don't
3
know
times in a row. Won't you get the hint already?
Oh my god!
I don't know
Wait,
why
are
I
we missing
shot.
a treasure?
Yeah, we were doing that purposefully so we can get the coin-based ending.
Oh.
Yeah, there's two. Again, we said 2 endings. There's a treasure-based one and a coin-based one. We want the coin-based one. Also, I don't know why I love yelling that like, oh god!
So this one fires rockets out of his ears.
Can I just say, I think it's kind of weird that, like, for some reason they don't just let, like, the 2 endings stack on top of each other.
There's a valid reason for that, Hype, and you'll see that in the second run. That being said, though, final boss time, and I assume many kids that had a Virtual Boy back in the day were probably given some pretty gritty nightmares from this one.
This
So?
one
Yeah,
was
this is
one of the
kinda
more
eerie.
obnoxious ones.
Not just that. It's time we meet the master of this pit of hell.
Demon head.
Oh my.
A
It's like-
literal demon head.
Who do I see?
I see you, the player.
I see a fat man, and I see a means to save state, because I'm not going through that twice.
Seizure
Oh.
warning.
That's what I say about your fat comment.
So just give him a good old bop in the schnoz and you'll do fine.
Basically, what's happening here, Sealy, is he's trying to. It's supposed to be that 60 frames a second, like he's supposed to be flickering, like he's transparent. Yeah.
Yeah, so apology if you don't immediately see the fat ugly head.
Hopefully, it'll be. Hopefully, I don't know if our video captures ever like for something like this, if that captures it right, or if it's. I don't know.
It usually captures it right. Again, it's a full 60 frames setup.
Yeah, we just
Oh,
need
that
to-
right there, like, right as he starts his fire breath is when you want to jump.
Right, because it goes in a dual pattern.
Nice. Got
Nice.
got him
So
square
is
in the
there
schnoz
any
every
in-story lore about this guy?
time. Oh, is there
Or is he
no?
just here?
Apparently, there is some lore regarding the the underground passages we've been combing through, but I haven't really committed it all to memory.
Oh, nice one.
Most I know is that it all takes place deep within the underground recesses of the Amazon.
Most.
And then again, Wario was taking a vacation here until he saw some mooks with masks taking treasure with them, and he thought, "Ooh, treasure! I want some of that."
So I guess the idea is that I guess what's happened is that he ended up invading a cult that were worshiping this guy.
A death cult.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Oh, I did it!
Nice.
Damn.
Wario in the 90s was weird.
Yes, it was. And wow, honestly, I was actually amazed I was able to beat him that quickly.
So cleanly.
Tell me about
That's
it.
it.
Bye.
So wait, we're done?
Yep, that's it. That's the end of the first run.
We beat the game.
Technically, yes.
I did it! I beat the game!
What's funny is, we were actually up top the whole time.
What?
Oh,
Wait, what?
wait.
Did you guys get my reference?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
that
so
was
lucky.
Nightfall. So, let's put the treasures in their respective sockets.
Got chicken, a pocket watch,
Mama had a cow.
a beautiful dress,
Dad was
a
proud.
bottle
He didn't
apple,
care
a
how.
bottle ship, a horse,
And
Oh, wait.
a
That
Wait a
ballpoint.
minute.
I was supposed to grab that
man.
ballpoint pen. So, by this point, the game will tally up how many coins you were able to gather all throughout the quest.
looks like we got a B rank.
Yeah, which is actually,
Hey.
I'll make this ending is actually kind of interesting, but you'll get to see exactly what I mean by that in a little bit.
Push
So,
any key?
with all that moolah, Wario decides to head on home.
Yay.
I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure keys weren't really a thing of the Virtual Boy controller.
You know, even without all that loot, I still made off like a bandit.
What
So,
the?
where was my plane anyway?
The beavers took the plane and put it into the
Oh, they've
dam.
been keeping it under maintenance.
They literally made a dam out of that whole of his whole plane.
Was that my propeller?
Wait a minute.
That looks a bit.
Oh my god!
Oh
Beavers!
Oh my god!
That's it. Smoked beavers on the menu tonight.
You got some explaining to do, you little rat.
The
Why,
beaver.
you little...
no! I can explain.
We were keeping it safe for you, Mr. Wario, I swear.
How about I make you a deal, sir? You give me all the coins in your bag, and I'll give you a better means of flying.
Really?
Flying beavers?
I'm listening.
Hey, I like that. I could get a means of flying even bigger than Mario's.
Sucker.
Yeah, so depending on what ending you get, also determines like how good the beavers are on their promise.
So let's see how they do.
So with the B rank ending, Wario gets a whole family of flyers.
Whoa! What the
Yay.
hell are those?
Yes.
Flying in style.
Is that freaking what was the name of that freaking thing from Super Metroid? The babies and the.
Logan, I'm sorry your reaction. What the hell are those?
Well, look at that! But yeah, what was that called,
Yes.
James? The thing that had babies and stuff that buried it in the sand.
I forget what it was.
The
It
one
was-
that you could electrify to death?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, the one you can electrify to death.
Yeah, but I forgot what
I
its
don't know.
name was. But it just reminded
Okay,
me.
so here's the funny thing about this ending. There are technically like 4 endings in total with this. The worst ending.
Okay.
We're not doing it all one night, are we?
Oh no.
No.
We're gonna stop our run for tonight, and we'll do the next one in another day.
Yeah,
Alright.
tell us what the endings are.
Okay, so the worst ending you could possibly get, if you get less than 5,000 coins, Wario literally gets 2 fans and is told to flap them.
Just flap your arms. Get going. He does.
The second ending he can acquire is that he gets a literal bike-powered blimp.
Oh, that's neat.
This is technically the next ending you would get.
Then what's the best ending?
I want to say the best ending you get is a remote-controlled plane.
Ah, that's neat.
A remote control plane when you're sitting directly in the cockpit.
I want to say there might be another ending I'm missing, but I don't remember what it was. So yeah, all things considered, guys, what'd you think of our little experience down in the depths of the Amazon?
And
Again,
It was an interesting adventure.
I mean, again, like genuinely, it was the most solid like concept for a Virtual Boy game. Like I could have seen this. Like they could. I think they could feasibly port this for $5 and I play it.
yeah.
To be perfectly honest, it feels like the most complete Virtual Boy game I've ever seen.
I think it's the only complete Virtual Boy game. I mean, honestly, yeah, if I did go for all the treasures, I probably could have got the best ending if I wanted to. But, no matter. That's pretty much it for this run.
Cool.
Whoa, clear time.
Egg salad.
Was that a?
And, whatever Wario did with that family of demon birds, you leave that up to your own imagination.
Because we got our plane back.
Alright.
Yeah, I had fun with this. This was nice to check out.
Oh, yeah, no, and deep down, this is, out of all the Wario Land games, I'd argue this is probably, if not my all-time favorite, then definitely in the top 3.
Again, it definitely looks like the most fun for like a casual, just quick playthrough.
Number 13. I hate that number.
So,
Would have cleared away.
Bye.
But now, what's going on there with the? Why are there those little fairy things?
Okay, so when you get all the treasures in your first run, you unlock the second quest, and the second quest is pretty much what it sounds like: a slightly more remixed, arguably harder take on the regular adventure. They place a whole shit ton of spikes all around the place and expect you to try to avoid them at any costs. And all the treasures are completely changed to reflect the more jokey nature of the run.
Woo! So stay tuned.
And you got some cool and fairy babes.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they are rather cute. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you all next time.
I'm deathly allergic to cute. Wow.
We'll see you all next time when we go in black and red.
Wait,
Ooh,
you're actually gonna?
it's simple. We kill the Wario.
Wait, what? What?
Don't.
What?
No.
What,
No.
what? Oh, no!
Ay!
No!
My eyes!
No!
It's second quest time, baby! Next time on Wario Land Virtual Edition.
No!